The sun beat down on the African savannah. Kibo the hare hopped along the dusty path. He hummed a happy tune. Kibo was clever and quick. He knew how to find the tastiest berries and the coolest shade. Kibo the hare humming a happy tune. Jabari the hyena lurked behind a baobab tree. Jabari was big and strong, but also lazy and greedy. He watched Kibo with hungry eyes. Jabari wanted those berries for himself. Jabari the hyena, those berries looked tasty. Growling, "You wouldn't mind sharing, would you?" Chuckling, he approached Kibo, licking his lips, thinking Kibo had no choice. Kibo stopped humming. He knew Jabari well. He knew Jabari wouldn't take no for an answer. Kibo needed a plan. Kibo the hare, "Greetings, Jabari. Of course, I'm happy to share." Kibo knew he couldn't outrun Jabari. He had to outsmart him. Kibo the hare, "But these aren't just any berries. These are magic berries. They need to be cooked in a special way." Jabari's ears perked up. Jabari the hyena, "Magic berries?" he questioned, his greed overcoming his suspicion. Kibo nodded seriously. Kibo the hare, "Yes. You need to cook them in a clay pot with water from the waterfall. Leave them overnight, and they will grant you great strength." Kibo pointed his nose towards a distant waterfall. Jabari's eyes widened. He imagined himself as the strongest animal on the savannah. He wouldn't even have to hunt anymore. He could just take what he wanted. Jabari the hyena. "I'll go get a pot," Jabari exclaimed, already forgetting about the berries in Kibo's paws. He lumbered off towards his den, eager for the promised strength. Jabari returned to the spot where he left Kibo. He held a clay pot proudly. It was filled with water from the waterfall, but there was no sign of Kibo or the magic berries. S1. Kibo watched Jabari go. He chuckled softly to himself. He then continued on his way, enjoying his hard-earned berries. He knew Jabari was in for a surprise.
Jabari waited and waited. He waited all night. The sun rose again, painting the sky in hues of orange and pink, but the magic berries never made him strong. He only had an empty pot and a rumbling stomach.
Kibo watched from a safe distance. He saw Jabari's frustration, his anger. He knew Jabari had learned a valuable lesson, even if he didn't want to admit it.
"Greed can make you blind," Kibo thought, nibbling on a juicy berry. He knew Jabari's hunger for the magic berries had clouded his judgment.
Kibo hopped away, disappearing into the tall grass. The savannah was filled with the sounds of life, a symphony of chirps and growls and rustling leaves. Kibo was just a small part of it, but he knew how to survive.
The story of Kibo and Jabari spread throughout the savannah. It became a tale told to young ones. It taught them that strength wasn't always about size or speed. Sometimes it was about being clever. It was about using your wit to overcome challenges. And it was about knowing that greed could make you blind to the truth.
The savannah echoed with the laughter of the animals. They remembered Kibo, the small hare who outsmarted the greedy hyena. They learned that wisdom and wit could triumph over even the strongest jaws and loudest roar.